Sports Talk with your host, Terrell Jenkins.
Welcome back. Rellism Sports Talk, episode number 37. So, we got a lot of stuff going on right now. I don't know. We're going to dive into all kinds of things. Rellism Sports Talk, episode 37. We're going to talk about NFL signings. What's a successful season for some NBA teams. Major League Baseball talk. May the 12th, which is tomorrow. Big day. And I'll tell you why. We almost at the NBA finish line last week. The play-in, player success. We got a whole lot of stuff going on with that. That's going to be the last thing we talk about. But first thing we got to talk about, come on, man. Pharrell. The Pharrell Award, which I ain't gave it out in a long time. The Pharrell Award goes to Jacksonville Jaguars. Pharrell. Is everybody just trying to be happy over there, Pharrell? You know what I'm saying? You draft Trevor Lawrence, and now you done drafted his boy, Travis Etienne. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. When did you really need him? And then all of a sudden, the ball coach from Florida, what'd he do? Hey, Tim Tebow, you ain't played in 6 years. You want to come play tight end? Come on, man. So, Tim Tebow gonna sign a 1-year deal with Jacksonville to be a tight end. Ain't never played tight end. That's the position the NFL wanted him to play when he first came out of college. But he was too stubborn. He said, no, I'm a quarterback. And he couldn't throw. But sorry, Keith. He did beat them Steelers in that playoff game. Yo, that joke was crazy. We'll never forget that. But look, man. 6-year layoff now. And people can be like, oh, well, he played minor league baseball for the Mets and did all that. Football and baseball is two different sports, yo. Come on, man. And I got two things with this. I'm like, how does this dude keep on getting all these opportunities? I know he a good-looking man. He's got a good story, and he's been a proven winner, and he's doing all this. I get it. It's Tim Tebow, whatever. But 6 years, and now you ready to play football? We talking about Gronk sitting out, 2 years, and he came in. And he was rusty at the beginning. Come on, people were like, yo, Gronk is done. This month 6 years ago, played football. I don't know. It might work out. But really, the biggest story is, are we going to watch it? Yep. Is it going to be a sideshow? Yup. Are we going to talk about him even if Trevor Lawrence struggles? Yup. Are we going to talk about him even if Jacksonville struggles in the beginning? Yup. I think that's what it's all about, man. It's a sideshow, and him just trying to help one of his college boys that put him on the map. He won 2 rings. Don't forget. Urban Meyer, he was at Utah, whatever, with Alex Smith, But then he went to Florida and won 2 rings with Tim Tebow, which got him the job, even though he should have been fired, never coached again, for all the stuff that happened with Aaron Hernandez, amongst others, Cam Newton. People forget about the Cam Newton stuff when he was stealing computers and all this stuff. I mean, come on, man. But then them two championships got you a job at Ohio State, and you won again. So, and all that got you this job. So he owes Tim Tebow. And what better way to do it than say, hey, I'm going to give you a shot at tight end. Even though I got 5 of them on my roster. But, hey, you know what I'm saying? I ain't hating. Do your thing. I'm going to still watch it. I'm intrigued. I want to see what happens. But my other question is, what would have happened if he'd have just done this from jump? If he'd have just done this from the jump start, when they said, yo, change positions and whatever. Could he have made it? I think he would have been a hybrid player like that, yo. I could see him doing all kinds of stuff. Back in the day when he first came out, I could have seen him, the way that the weapons are used right now in the NFL, think about back then. He'd probably change the game. He'd probably change the game about some things. But, hey, I'm excited to see what's going to happen. I'll see in that first preseason game because you know he's going to play. See what he can do. They probably going to do some little quick pass back. I don't know what they're going to do. It's going to be crazy. But, hey, you got options. You know what I'm saying? People think about Tim Tebow. So, if you're going to make the defense think, then, hey, you're doing your job. This one right here, I had to put this out there. Eric Fisher, formerly of the Kansas City Chiefs, just signed a deal with the Indianapolis Colts. And the only reason why I'm bringing this up is because, I'll be arguing with people about the Eagles letting Carson Wentz go and keeping Jalen Hurts. And I'm like, Carson Wentz is way better, And, he's going to have a way better year than Hurts. People arguing with me this and this. Fly, Eagle, fly. No. Die, Eagle, die. You get Eric Fisher out there blocking for Carson Wentz. They are setting him up for success, man. You got a running game. You got wide receivers. You got a line now. Your defense is good. And you're in a winnable division. I mean, the Texans, they falling apart. Jacksonville is what it is. And then you got the Titans, who I think might take a step back, to tell you the truth. So I think the Colts, this their spot, and I think Wentz is going to show up. I think he's going to show up. And I think Hurt is going to be hurting this year. Jalen Hurt going to be hurting. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny to be able to do things without film on you. But all the NFL teams got film on you now. So we'll see what happens. I mean, you couldn't even keep your job at Alabama. You lost your job to Tua at Alabama. You had to transfer. And now they talk about Tua might lose his job to somebody else. So I'm just saying. We'll see how that goes. Baseball talk early, Drew Harlow. 540 Chopper. Who, again, thank you for the intro music on my on the YouTube channel. I need to figure out how to put it on my podcast. I'm not too tech savvy like that, but but it is on the YouTube channel. So I appreciate that 540 Chopper. Check him out on SoundCloud. Got all kinds of hot stuff. But baseball talk. Baseball talk. The fourth no-hitter already. What's up with all these no-hitters? It's crazy, because I remember, last year, well, maybe not last year with the COVID, but year before that, it was like, they doctoring the balls. Everybody's hitting home runs. They cheating. Now, we throwing no-hitters. And we throwing no-hitters, not getting to 9 innings. I saw, 2 or 3 pitchers get to, 7-inning no-hitters. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? It's crazy. People complaining about it, but, hey, I think a no-hitter's just as entertaining as somebody scoring 20 runs. I mean, it might even be harder to do, tell you the truth. But, we're going to go talk about a few teams in baseball. Of course, we're going to talk about my squad. Like I told you, Drew, my New York Mets, baby. We done won 5 in a row. We're in first place in the hardest division in baseball. Yeah, I said it, the hardest division in baseball. And who's in last place? Oh, the Nationals. That's right. The Nationals are in last place. Yes, they are. The Nationals. And I tell you what, the favorite, though, in the NL, maybe even the whole thing, was supposed to be the Dodgers. I still think the Dodgers is going to be there. But, man, they making me sweat a little bit. They've lost 11 out of the last 16 games. Sorry, Brandon. They're not looking good. But, hey, I'm rocking this for you, Brandon. Look, and for me. But, look, got the Dodgers junk on the Kobe jersey. The leg with the patch. Got the 8 on the front. I don't know if you can see it. I got the... Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it or not. I got the 24 with Brian on the back. Yeah, I love this jersey. As you can see, I'm only wearing this for the show because I got the tag still on it. I'm about to hang this back up. It's my Kobe joint. But, yeah, man, them Dodgers, I don't know what's going on. But I think they'll bounce back, man. Baseball's a long marathon, Everybody loves to see Boston and the Yankees battling the AL East. They both winning, they both hitting, they both pitching. So I love seeing it. I just like seeing rivalries, you know what I'm saying? I don't like Ohio State or Michigan, but I like watching them play. You know what I mean? So that's what I like. That's what everybody likes. It's good for ratings. Nobody watch the same dumb team. We want to see rivalries. I want to see hate. I want to see somebody want to destroy somebody. That's that Mamba mentality. You know what I mean? So... yeah, now we getting into May 12th, which is tomorrow. May 12th is a big day for me because that's my birthday. Happy birthday to me. But also, the NFL 17-game season schedule comes out. The first 17-game season. I'm hyped. I'm hyped to see how the last game works out. I hope they stay with that. Matching up with the divisions and the rankings for them. I think that's going to be awesome. Yeah, they already highlighted some games, you know what I'm saying? Tampa Bay's going to have to go to New England. Brady versus... and that's going to be dope. I'm excited to just see all the games. Another one of the big things is my Lakers. We get our rings for this guy. Last year, we get our rings in front of the fans. So I'm excited for that. And then, of course, Saturday, my boy goes in the Hall of Fame. And who's putting him in there? The GOAT. Who else could put him in? Can't nobody else put him in. I bet you Michael Jordan don't put LeBron in. You know what I mean? GOATs can only put GOATs in. You know what I mean? Kobe and Michael, period. So I'm hyped about that. I can't wait to see it on Saturday. So let's get this NBA. You know, NBA talk is where it's at right now. The NBA talk. We're at the final week. The play-in's coming up. So the way the play-in works is, in case people don't know, the 7 through 10 seed results in the play-in for the last two playoff spots. It was usually 1 through 8. Now 7 plays 8. The winner of that game gets the 7th spot. 9 plays 10. Okay? The winner of that game plays the loser of the 7-8 game for the 8th spot. So the reason why that's important is if you were in the 7 or 8 spot and you lose, then you still can get in because you still got another game to play. Excuse me, sorry about that. Allergies are killing me. But so you still have an opportunity to play. And the reason why I bring it up is we talk about different teams like my Lakers. Yo, if we get in a play-in situation, if we're in 7 through 10, I'm scared. Because teams that's in those situations, Golden State, you know what I'm saying, Portland, you know, you got San Antonio. All it takes is one. All it takes is Steph Curry. One game, he can hit 50. Dame hit 50. Boston, I had Boston in there when I was doing the script for it. But Boston's done now. Jalen Brown's out for the year. Wrist thing, he's done. They're done. So Boston's finished. So now it's just a 3. I think it's just a 3-team race anyway. And you know, a slight shout out to Miami, but I don't know. So when we talk about these different teams, we're like, okay, let's look at what makes a successful season for some of these teams. And of course, the number 1 team I'm going to pick is the Knicks. The Knicks are the number 4 seed in the East right now. The number 4 seed. I mean, who would have ever said that? The Knicks are the 4 seed. Do they have to win a playoff series? Or do they have to go far? Or is this a successful season for them? I think it's successful because we wasn't talking about the Knicks doing nothing. And now they got a chance to host a playoff series. And if they play the Hawks, I might give them a shot to win. Simple as that, you know. But, yeah, I think the Knicks is successful already, period. Period already. But if they keep on going, it's going to make it even more. The Nets, obviously, just open up the door and let the cat in. God. Sorry, guys. I mean, these animals, yo. Got animals in the house. It's crazy. I forgot what I was even saying now. Oh, the Nets. The Nets. What's successful for them? They have to win it all. The Nets have to win it all. Period. You get those 3 stallions together, you got to win it all. There's nothing you can say. You better win it all. You know what I'm saying? I hate when they do all this, but you better win then. Golden State, hey, a successful season means them making the playoffs. And maybe even winning a game or 2 in the first round. Nobody saw this coming. Wiseman got hurt. Clay got hurt. Curry is coming through. So, I don't know. I think if they make the playoffs, I think it's successful already, to tell you the truth, because nobody thought Golden State was going to be nothing. Nobody thought, not right now with that team. No. Not at all. So then you got the Clippers. The Clippers, I don't want to hear nothing. You ain't even make it to the Western Conference Finals last year after all this going on and Kawhi Leonard hiding, trying to pick a team and trying to do all this. You ain't even made it to the conference finals yet. And I love PG, but playoff P is playoff PU, mug. Simple as that. So, y'all got playoff Rondo on your team now. I mean, if you're going to win, this is the year to win. Jamal Murray for Denver's gone. LeBron and AD, everybody's hurt for the Lakers. Done. You got Phoenix and Utah with the best record in the NBA. If your team ain't constructed enough to beat them and you fire Doc Rivers and see what he's doing over there in the East with Philly, you better win now, Clippers. You better make it to the finals. Simple as that. You better make it to the finals. Another team that needs to make it to the finals is the Bucks. I'm sorry, Bucks. I like Giannis. But hey, you've had the best record in the NBA 2 years in a row. Yeah, you had 2-time MVP in a row. You just beat the Nets 2 out of 3 days. Like last week, you showed you can beat them. You showed you can beat them. Now you got to go do it. Now, I mean, it is what it is. I love the 2 additions that you made and all that, but I'm just saying, man, the Bucks, you better do something, or else Giannis is gonna pull a Aaron Rodgers talking about I'm not coming back, trade me. Money speaks for only so long, and these people want to win. They're tired of not winning, and they're tired of seeing other people join together to win. Giannis, y'all better do it for Giannis and get it done. The Suns and Jazz, what's successful for them? Is it already successful for them? It can't be for the Jazz. Not the way they went out last year in the playoffs. Not after that. No. The Jazz expect to be here. They expect to win. I expect them to be there. I expect them to get the Western Conference Finals. Why not? Why not? You've been the best team in the NBA all year. Why not? Do it. Keep doing it. Phoenix Suns. Phoenix Suns? What? Chris Paul. Just like Mark Jackson used to do with Reggie Miller. Hyping up, talking about how dope he was. That's what Chris Paul is doing, Devin Booker. You don't even know Devin Booker. You don't even know Devin Booker. He's hyping up Devin Booker. Devin Booker is sensational. Chris Paul is a stir that stirs that whole pot. He makes everybody better, and it's so disheartening to see people like Chris Paul and Russell Westbrook not win. It is, because they are pit bulls, and they're going to give you everything they got. Everything they got. Everything they got. They're going to give you. And just lead into that, Russell Westbrook broke the triple-double record. If you're not giving everything you got every daggone day you play, you would never break a record like that. And I'm tired of hearing people say Russell Westbrook pads his stats. He pads all this. He pads all this. Homie, if you are getting 20-some assists and 20-some rebounds, you are outworking everyone else. Period. What? What you gonna say? What you gonna say? What you gonna say? He outworks everybody. He's got the most motor out of anybody. He never stops. The only thing that's gonna stop him is if he gets an injury. And knock on wood that he don't get it. But that's the only way that he's gonna stop. His energy is to kill and run through. And that's why his mechanics and everything are off sometimes. That's why he can't shoot as good. He's going so fast at everything he does. His energy level is off the charts. Off the charts. Look at the Wizards. The Wizards have won all these games in a row, and they're in the playoff thing right now. The Wizards are in the playoff play-in thing. Discussion right now. I don't think they're going to make it because Bradley Beal just got hurt for a couple games. But Russell Westbrook's doing this. Y'all had John Wall. They had John Wall. What's John Wall doing with Houston? Nothing. What's Russell Westbrook doing over there with DC? They're in the play-in situation right now. I'm just saying. And to break that record, is it going to matter to anybody? Is it? Nope. And you want to know why it ain't going to matter? Because nobody cared about Big O having it. We talk about the greatest players ever in history. Big O, you see Big O way down the line. Oscar Robertson's name comes way down the line. You know what I'm saying? That's the way people look at things. Look at Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, leading scorer. This and this, and won everywhere. Champion. Talk about the greatest players ever. I'm not saying he's way down the line, but he's like right there. You know what I'm saying? He's got about 10 people that people put above him. And he's the greatest winner ever, besides Bill Russell in the NBA. Look at Bill Russell. He's below that. That's Bill Russell. That's Bill Russell, yo. And he ain't mentioned for nothing. So you really think that people are going to care about Russell Westbrook breaking this record? No, they're not. But as a fan like me, and as a diehard cutthroat fan, and as an appreciator of everything, I will pay attention to it. And I will honor the grace and the power and the motor of Russell Westbrook because I love it. I love it. I love that motor like that. That's why it's always on my shoulder right there. Mama mentality. Russell Westbrook has that, yo. He's got that. I'm going to destroy you. I don't care if I'm on the best team or the worst team. I'm still going to give you every single ounce of my being to be successful. He's not going up here doing triple-double, scoring 40 points, 10 assists, 10 rebounds. He's out here getting 15 points, 20-some assists, 20-some rebounds. So obviously he's about making his teammates better. He's not out here chucking up shots all the time, even though he did miss the game with a three-point shot last night. But hey, so what? Who else you want shooting it? Bradley Beal ain't there. Who else you want shooting it? I don't think Russell Westbrook's ever going to get appreciated enough. I don't think Chris Paul's ever going to get appreciated enough. Yeah, they're going to be Hall of Famers. They're going to be mentioned with this and this. But people don't realize the effect that they have on the teams that they play with. That Houston team with Chris Paul and James Harden. And James Harden's been a lovable loser. He won't be after this year probably with the Nets. But he's been a lovable loser all the time. He can never get over the hump. When Chris Paul was there, they should have won that game 6. Chris Paul got hurt. And they still almost won. That's because of what Chris Paul installed in them. And that's why James Harden couldn't handle it. James Harden didn't want to have that pressure. That's why Dwight Howard couldn't handle when Kobe was there the first time. He couldn't handle that person just demanding the best out of them. That's why Shaq and Kobe couldn't get along. Certain people can't handle that on them. But those are the alphas that makes the difference. That's what made Kobe what he was. That's what makes Russell Westbrook what he was. That's what makes Chris Paul what he is. And certain people can't handle that. James Harden is a punk and a pussy. Dwight Howard is a punk and a pussy, and they can't handle it. They can't handle it. It's easy to be a role player on a team with Dwight Howard. With LeBron James and AD and all these people, and you coming off the bench behind JaVale McGee when you're supposed to be a Hall of Famer, Dwight Howard, Superman. It's easy to be a role player coming here and do something and get a little ring. But when you are counted on with Kobe Bryant and to win something, you come over there, expectations are up here, and you're supposed to carry your part of the load. You can't do it because you're a little punk pussy, just like James Harden. And that's why Chris Paul was shipped out. That's why. And that's why I'll never like players like that. I'll never like these little softies. Sure, great player. They're both going to be Hall of Famers. He's going to flop his way into the Hall of Fame. Whatever. And what is he doing with the Nets? With the assists and being that? Great. Great. You have a great skill set. But your inside here is soft as cotton, baby. Soft as cotton. Sorry, you got me out here ranting and raving on these people, but I'm just saying. This is why Russell Westbrook will never get the credit, or Chris Paul. Chris Paul should be in the MVP discussion. Period. Why not? You got Jokic out here. Ain't nobody pay. What's Jokic doing? What? What are you doing? What? You 4th, 5th in the West, whatever. Okay. Whatever. Joel Embiid. Yeah, I feel like Joel Embiid should be the MVP in my opinion, but he's missed so many games. Chris Paul took the Suns, and people are going to say, oh, the Suns were coming last year in the bubble. They did this. They had the best record in the bubble. I don't want to care. They worked in the playoffs. They weren't even thought about being in the playoffs. Chris Paul comes, you're the number 1 or the number 2 seed in the Western Conference. I'm just saying. Longevity. Look at what this man has done. Yes, he's had some playoff failures. He has. So has James Harden. But who makes teams better like that? Who pulls it out of them? I guarantee you this. That old Oklahoma City team that had Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden, if you'd have took James Harden off of that team and put a young Chris Paul, whatever Chris Paul's age was at that year, let them try. And maybe I bet you they would have had a better chance against Miami than winning one game. Chris Paul ain't going to allow that. Look what he did with the Thunder last year in the bubble. They almost damn near beat Houston. I'm just saying, look, y'all got me out here. Yeah, and I'm still mad about Chris Paul not getting traded to the Lakers. Said it wouldn't be fair, him and Kobe Bryant together. I don't want to hear it. Anyway. Russell Westbrook, congratulations on the triple doubles. I respect your energy and your hustle. What JC say? Because you can't knock the hustle. Anyway, scoring title, Steph Curry, Bradley Beal, which I think is sensational. I think both of them are awesome. Both of them I want to be a Laker. I've made it known plenty of times about Bradley Beal anyway. I think he would complement AD and LeBron so well. Even when LeBron sets off in the sunset, him and AD would complement so well. But the scoring title is going to come up. Bradley Beal's getting hurt. Steph's got to keep it up. But this just shows me right there why Steph should be an MVP running too. You got your team on the brink of the playoffs with everybody hurt, yo. Bradley Beal, same thing. You ain't even getting talked about, Bradley Beal. You ain't get talked about. That's okay. Hey, you know, it's what it is. NBA MVP. My MVP, Chris Paul. Number 2, Joel Embiid. Number 3, Julius Randle. That's my top 3. Let me know what y'all think. All right? Rellism Sports Talk. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Check me out next time, all right? We out. Brandon, you like this jersey, Brandon? Where you at? Shavar, where you at? Owen Stewart. I need you on here to talk some baseball. Owen Stewart. Hit me up. I want to have a segment where you just do baseball, baby. Drew, holla at me. Brandon, what's up? Everybody, thank you for the love. Keep spreading the support. All right, then, guys. I'm out.